These are the berries of Antidesma Ghaesembilla. Antidesma Ghaesembilla. These Antidesmas are quite a big family, and India is lucky to have this Ghaesembilla. It's it's a small shrub of about usually some 5 feet, 10 feet like that. But in a old one, in a good location, can grow as large as 25 feet and all. And it can make an excellent hedge plant. It can be trimmed a bit, and these rusty leaves look quite showy and nice. And I think tender leaves are also there. This some regions of the villages and all, they use in the food somehow. And it's a marvelous little shrub, and these berries are I was very excited to discover them. It's a new plant to me, even though I've been looking at plants for so many years. Somehow I missed it. And birds are eating this, and also village kids. It's tastes like some kind of a grapish type of taste. There's a hard seed inside, and taste is quite pleasant. It is not sour, it is pre-acidic. That is lightly acidic, and it's good for poison, it seems, poisoning and all. So little bit about growing it I'll now explain. Though I haven't grown it myself, observing it in its natural location gives an idea about its formations. This is a little mushy clump of them, and it forms a nice, it's a nice formation. And this Antidesma Ghaesembilla, it is our native tree of our South India, and in moist deciduous areas you can find. It's not common in those moist deciduous forests, but it's there of South India. And South interior Karnataka, it was very widespread, it seems. There are lots of them were there at one time, around Bangalore forests and all also. But in my 40-50 years of life in Bangalore, I never encountered this, so I think it's vanished from there. The forests surrounding Bangalore have been terribly abused, and all this natural flora is gone. Anyway, this will make a good garden plant. It's excellent for a small sized garden. You can grow it on the borders, and in bigger gardens, of course, it will fit in very well. And it can tolerate partial shade. It needs about a few hours of sunlight. In bright sunlight also it does well. Then inside Karnataka, as I explained, in south interior Karnataka, the old Mysore region, this is a native plant. Then in this west coast of India, the Deccan, this western Ghats area, in the degraded rainforests, you can see them quite a bit. In fully canopied rainforests, they cannot survive. So these are the trees that can survive in heavy rainfall to moist deciduous. Dry areas and very hot areas, it may not do well. This particular Antidesma Ghaesembilla. Other Antidesmas are there that occur in central India and north and Jammu and Punjab and all also, I think. But this one is more our South Indian one. And it's also there in Malaysia and some parts of Indonesia and Thailand and all. And those people eat this extensively. And sadly, our people have forgotten this one also. Even I found village kids and all have stopped eating it. And even older people, they don't seem to be aware of this one, that this is edible and all in this Dakshina Kannada area at least. And then after I did some research, I tasted it. It's quite delicious. I mean, it can be called as one of those superfruits that has anti-poisoning. So it can flush out toxins from the system. Then lot of novel compounds have been isolated from it also, and moreover, it's quite tasty and nice. And even the raw green ones, tender ones, they're crunchy and nice, and the whole thing can be eaten. I saw some videos on YouTube about how they're making it into chutneys and such things. So in the hands of a versatile cook or a chef, it can be nicely used. It can be. The seed is a bit hard, the stony seed. You have to just eat up that skin and that thin flesh there, and then spit out the seeds. So, and then I forgot to mention, it has a Kannada name. It's called the book I saw, because nobody I knew could tell the Kannada name. It's called Pulipurase in Kannada, and Telugu it's called Polari. So those some parts of Telangana and all also it's occurring, Tirupati and all hills and all maybe. So this is a good plant. It can be introduced into gardens, parks and all, and it will support some local biodiversity. Children can once again enjoy this rare fruit, and birds and all also can it will support them. And being an endemic species, it will also support all kind of wildlife, because they are all interdependent on each other. These plants and the associated insects and herbivores and birds and all, they all feed off each other and all need each other. So getting this Antidesma Ghaesembilla into gardens, I recommend.